Audrey is a psychic channel, card reader, healer, spiritual advisor, light worker, author, artist, a reader. She's a renowned psychic channel, spiritual advisor, light worker. She's a clairvoyant consultant. He uses various modalities such as art, books, online courses, readings, healings, presentations, Instagram. Instagram, how'd that get in there? And Kagan.
I'm on Instagram.
We're all on Instagram. You don't put that in your bio.
It's the day, it's the age.
No, your age, okay.
No, it's the age we're in, not my age.
No. Keep Instagram out of your bio. That's just social media. She's also into Kagan water. She's a water girl. She to catalyze people beyond the gap to the higher self. She helps people channel the true and higher self. She guides people to morph into the magic of self-love, soul essence, and the soul ego personality as part of her first course. Her work guarantees results. She also teaches breathing attunement, send light energy transmissions, and I am the transformation catalyst plus diversity expander. Okay, Audrey, and you are also the author of the Mother's Manual Circle, right?
I'm the author of 4 books.
Okay.
Sheri,
So
just hearing that is almost exhausting.
I am. You are my last announcement. So today she's going to be speaking about how to be free of racism, sexism, and the ism effects.
The effects of, yes.
The effects of
yes,
it.
yes.
And if you would like, you can do an art gallery tour while you have your audience, if you wish to do that.
Okay.
In 2 minutes, if you want to start.
So everybody, whoever's still here, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I think I'm going to start just to make sure we're all up, including me, is the Dingsha. Oh, you too. So thank you. My name is Audrye. I spell it A-U-D-R-Y-E. That's the way I spell it. So if you see it, you see Audrye Now, A-U-D-R-Y-E-N-O-W. It's usually something I'm doing. That's the name of my website. So let me just say that so it's there, audreynow.com. So what are isms? What really is racism, sexism, anti-Semitism, whatever? Let me ask and start with a question. And if we can I'm not the best at all this participating, so you can put stuff in the chat, but I'm just going to go on because I'm great at certain things. I'm getting better at tech. Tech is my friend. So has anyone here ever had any issue with anybody because of either their complexion, somebody liked it, somebody didn't like it, their religion, their not religion, their sexuality, their gender, let's see, where they come from, the way they speak? Those are different isms. That if somebody, anybody, any group, any particular person may have issue with any other because they have a particular kind of skin color, or they come from a certain place, or they have a particular sexual orientation, and there's, for some people, an anger or an upset or a preconceived idea. Where does that come from? It normally comes from some kind of conditioning, because babies in general are not born with this. Babies will play with each other, they'll roll on each other, and babies actually can sense the vibrations in people. They will, once they reach the point of crawling, when they're just teeny and can't crawl, they can't crawl. But once they could actually move, even move their heads, they will gear themselves towards somebody who has a happier vibration, a positive vibration, and away from those who have what we can call a negative vibration. It's innate within us. When did I write that book? Let's see, my daughter was 20. I'm figuring out, almost 20 years ago, I came up with a term I call genetic karmic patterning, and now science has fancy terms for it. And what I mean by that, GKP, genetic karmic, GKP, is when we are born, not only do we get some of the physical characteristics of our parents, that's part of how you can get an idea who's related to who, but that's another story. We can also inherit energetically some, this is not automatic, but some of the attitudes and belief systems of our genetic line, mothers and fathers, also from our past lives. There can be people, and I've done past life regressions and released some of this, like there can be people that are born and for some reason that they don't understand, they can be afraid of water. And then whether in a past life regression or in a reading or something, another person can discover that in a previous life or experience, they may have drowned. So racism, sexism, other isms, and there's any number, anti-Semitism, just many, usually comes from some kind of fear, some kind of incomplete issue. Usually somebody wants to dominate or control, so they can pick a particular group, pick just whomever they may want to pick, to make the bad guy and make themselves the good guy. If and when you happen to see that or feel that and know that whoever is really doing that, number one, no matter what it may look like, they do not really love themselves. Nor do they really know what they really are, because they are generally seeing themselves as a physical being, as a third dimensional being. And now that's not who we are. I'm not saying we don't have third dimensionality, we do. I would not recommend that somebody run into the street when a truck is coming and go, well, I'm a light being, it can't hurt me. Because until you really can vibrate thoroughly and completely as a light being, that truck can harm, most likely, your physical body. So a lot of people don't want to acknowledge that they have any kind of ism. Most people, especially if they think they're a good person or a spiritual person or whatever means nice, good, whatever to them, like to think they're free of it. So I'm going to do a little experiment. I'm going to mention certain words, and I'm going to keep this whole presentation maybe a little shorter than I might have, because I am cognizant of the time. So without having to necessarily write down what I'm saying, simply pay attention to what happens in your body when I say certain words. What happens in your mind? What thoughts and feelings show up for you? Black man, white man, yellow man, red man, yellow woman, black woman, biracial man, mixed race man, tan man, biracial woman, red woman, heterosexual, homosexual, gay, transgender, Christian, Jewish, Muslim, Hindu, Baha'i, Wiccan, Yoruba, Confucian, Zoroastrian, American, Nigerian, French, Iraqi, Somalian, rich, poor, communist, Democrat, Republican, conservative, liberal. I'll stop now. I can go on and on and on. And on. And notice within yourself, did you have any different responses to any of these words? Did certain images or feelings or concepts spring up within you? Were they all positive? Were they all negative? Were they all identical? And get real with yourself. I'm not going to come knocking on your door and check. This is for you to know, because if, as a species, we choose to really go into the higher dimensions, and I frankly do choose that, and really, and that's part of what's happening now, that's the real game on the earth at the moment, morphing from the third dimension into the fifth and beyond. We're not going to get there if we hold on to this stuff. This stuff is like a lead anchor that holds us down. This isn't a judgment. It's simply how it is. So notice within yourself. I remember years back, when my daughter was a little girl, and my daughter now has little girls and little boys. Okay, so this was some moments ago. And in New York, I was going to do my first rendition of my Healing Racism, Sexism seminar. So I was trotting around the city, and that means Manhattan, the actual city, and talking to people, and they would say, no, I don't have any issue. You might, and that's because, you see this complexion? I'm what's generally called a white woman, and my former spouse was mahogany complected, so he was technically what's called a black man. So they said, well, you are in a mixed race relationship, which gives you a clue my daughter's biracial, by the way, that they thought, well, you, meaning me, might have an issue, but they did not. Now, I'm a clairvoyant, and I don't mean I always see everything. That would be interesting. And I could see that there was denial every which way with a lot of people. There still is. There are a lot of people that don't even understand the concept of white privilege. There are people that see anyone from a complexion of tan all the way to dark black. I've actually seen people with an actual black complexion, which is rare in my experience, and they think it's all the same. Now, if somebody that is a mixture of black and white, or black and Asian, or black, I may not have all the politically correct language, or white and Native American, and look to label it only one, whether you know it or not, that's a form of racism. When I see printed material, and now, especially after, I want to keep this on a high plane, let's just say the murders of a bunch of black people from a bunch of white folks, mainly police, and all of what happened with Black Lives Matter, and a bunch of other organizations. And now, even in quote unquote mainstream press, which usually means white press, the word black is capitalized, referring to a person, but the word white is lowercase. That's racism. And in my personal opinion, that's white guilt. That is not going to heal us. That's not how you heal. Healing is going inside and clearing. So when I ask, if you choose to be free, start looking at these things. And what I'd like to do in the interests of having us complete at somewhat of a reasonable time, if it's okay with people, I am going to lift my frequency, and I can't speak when I do this. I have to be silent. And then I'm going to send out healing. So if there's any aspect within you, whomever you are, that you would like shifted or transformed or released or even acknowledged within yourself so you can learn whatever spiritual lesson source is teaching you, your own internal source. Allow that to show up for you. And nobody needs to be perfect. And nobody is ever going to stay the same. I look in the mirror and I do not look the way I looked 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. So all the time now I make new renditions. This is, now that's what beauty in me looks like. Otherwise, I'd have to look the way I looked when I was, say, in my 20s. I'm not in my 20s anymore. That's been some little bit of time ago. So allow yourself to grow and evolve. Now, what I'm going to do, I don't know how I look when I do this because I never see myself doing this. I'm going to be closing my eyes, lifting my frequency, and I'm literally going to be sending out healing energy. And you will get this whether you're right here live while I do this, or if there's a repeat, or however we do this, or you get to see it at another time, you will still get it, because healing energy, just like in readings, is beyond time and place, as is love. So I'm going to have, yes, this is some of my condom water in my blue bottle. It is not wine. You could drink wine. I don't. I drink condom water. It's the best alkaline water and ionized water I know of. And I drink it a lot. So allow yourself, sit comfortably. I will start with a bit of a breathing attunement so you could be at ease. And a little bit of a, well, you'll see. If you have shoes on, please take them off. However you're listening, allow yourself to relax. If by any chance somebody's cutting up an apple or something and you have a knife in your hands, then pay attention to what you're doing. Only do the full relaxation if you're in a place where you can totally relax. Loosen anything you're wearing that might be tight, because you need to breathe. Okay, so I'm just going to lift my frequency and then I'll be with you in a moment. Breathing golden light into your heart. Taking a nice deep breath. And gently exhale, let go. Breathe in pink and fuchsia light all around your heart center. Let it spread to all parts of you. Hold and gently release. Let go. Breathe in soft blue, energetic frequency light into all of your cells. And release. Inhale through your nose and hold. Exhale through your mouth and hold. Inhale through your nose and hold. Exhale through your mouth and hold. Inhale through your nose and hold. Exhale through your mouth and hold. Inhale through your nose and hold. Exhale through your mouth and hold. And now let yourself receive. Now, I'm not going to bring you out of this at this point. If your eyes are closed, allow them to be so. When you feel ready at your own pace, you may gently and softly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. You may gently, softly, and easily at your own pace, truly at your own pace, when you feel like it, begin to move your hands on your wrists, your feet on your ankles. At your own pace, you may begin to pat your body and gently begin to move it. At your own pace, you may begin to move your head on your neck, slowly, slowly. And when you feel ready, you may begin to open your eyes. I'm going to ask a couple of questions. Have you ever wondered why with many people, the creator of all, the all in all, the prime cause, the whatever you call it, the presence, is often, not always, referred to as a he? It's not a he. The all in all isn't a he. Not a she. It's everything. When what we, many of us in this culture, think of as some of the religious books, the Bible and others, written at a patriarchal time, and in a language most of us don't speak, Hebrew. Some people do, but many do not. I don't speak Hebrew or Aramaic or Greek or Latin for that matter. The all in all was referred to as a male. That got conditioned. That doesn't mean it's the truth. Before that, there were matriarchal societies where the divine feminine was honored. And every 2,000 years, certainly astrologically, is a new kind of age. We are now verging on the age of Aquarius. So now it's the time when we all are meant to connect to the divine, not be saved, help one another, support one another. The whole concepts are changing. So allow yourself to morph into higher aspects. I'm wondering what's going to happen when beings from elsewhere that we think of are elsewhere start becoming a little bit more obvious and known, because I do believe they're here. And that, what are people going to say? How are they going to be named? What's going to happen when people that are hybrids, and they exist, between human and something else? How are people going to get together with that? Will there be another ism? Will people that are star seeds Acknowledged or not acknowledged? Well, some think, well, they're better, they're worse. Nah. Everyone's got their own connection to the infinite, and it is so much more complicated than so many people even can imagine. So part of what I'm doing to help and support people to really go beyond this is to start with loving ourselves. A lot of people think they love ourselves. I've done seminars and I go, who here loves themselves? And hands go up. This was when I was doing them in person. Okay, not right now. And hands would go up. And then I would ask, do you love your body? Do you love all your thoughts? And people would mull. And this wasn't picking on, it's really looking at. So, and this is what I'm giving away. I will weave it all together. I am giving away my 6-week online course called Morph into the Magic of Self-Love. And that refers to soul essence self and ego personality self. It has a guaranteed result provided that whoever does the course does it as it's designed to be done. And that means at minimum, listening to the half-hour audio that you will get every day and do what it says while you're listening. You'll also get some videos with breathing attunements and transformational techniques. And you will get what I call enrichment material, which is written material. You don't have to read it. Do I recommend you read it? Yes, I do. And there's lots of stuff that one can do. But at minimum, to quote, get the course, meaning to really make sure you get the result, you listen to the half-hour audio that will arrive every day and do what it says. Now, I know, quote unquote, life happens. So if you skip a day, if you skip a few days, and you pick it up, will you still get the results? Yeah, you will. Absolutely. So, because, oh my heavens, because it's 9:44, I'm going to complete, I can do an art show. So I am going to do my very best to take my little handy dandy cell phone and walk through the Goddess Heart Gallery Salon. And hopefully you'll be able to see a lot of my art. It's called Audrye Om Art because it starts with an Om, and I meditate and pray before I paint. And then the paintings happen. So it's Audrye Om Art, art that opens the heart. The art literally shifts your frequency. And whether it's a little itty bitty, well, a small piece, whether it's a print or whether it's one of my 5-foot by 4-foot originals. I have smaller originals too. It will affect you. So let me say how to reach me, because once I float through the gallery, I'm not sure what our time will be.
Why don't you do the raffle then before you do the gallery?
Do the raffle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So I forgot what number I wrote. I wrote a number.
Got a number. So everybody who's still here.
It's between 1 and 100.
1 and 100. Write down your numbers, everybody.
Write down your number. I actually wrote a number.
Mabel, you're still here. Good for you. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around. I know these.
Yeah, really, thank you. And stay for the art. If you can see it through the phone, you're gonna love it.
No, we still got a nice crowd at this time of night. What else is there to do on a Saturday night? Right, everybody? Jeez, we can probably go.
Tell me when.
Somebody's got to feed me.
Well, if you were here, I would feed you.
Mabel, you've been on all day. I know you've had a great time. You've got a lot of answers. Wonderful. Yes. Okay. So we got a whole bunch of numbers: 11, 45, 48, 63, 33, 75, 92, 50. Any more numbers coming in?
Do you have any more?
There's still more coming in. Why don't you hold up, everybody? You done? Hold on. We're good? Okay.
We're ready?
Okay, you're ready. What's your number?
The number is 39.
39.
39.
Ah, we got the side chicks. They got 33.
Yes. Okay. So contact me, because otherwise, if you go to register the course costs $395. I'm giving it to you, my gift. And call me 917-494-0628. Yes, I am from the city, but I now live in Florida.
What's her name? Audrey.
Email me at audreynow, AudryeNow.com.
I'm sorry,
And
what
if
was
you-
it again?
Say again, my phone number?
What was your email again?
Audreynow, AudryeNow @gmail.
Thank you.
Welcome. And if you'd all like to see the landing page for the course,
Okay.
it's Audreynow, AudryeNow.com/morph, MORPH. Oh, how could I forget this? Okay, the last book I wrote, I'm also an author.
Okay.
It's a Kindle book. It's Raising Race Consciousness. Doing racism, sexism, and other isms. It went #1 on Kindle internationally. You can get it on Kindle. You can get it as a PDF on my website.
Manual.
You can get it at ebook stores. The reason it's not yet in print is I only print on 100% post-consumer recycled paper.
Okay.
Let's just say that's a lot of money. And so I kept the book at a low price so everyone can get it. The book is, what happened?
Nothing.
Here?
No, you're still here. Let me just make a quick announcement while Audrey's having a little technical. Audrey, I want you to get ready to do your gallery.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm getting ready. Where am I?
You're right in front of us. You're still there. Okay.
Okay, goody.
Okay.
Okay, folks, I am walking, so I hope it doesn't shake too much.
Audrey, hold on, please. Let me make an announcement.
Okay.
Everybody who's still here, I have one more raffle prize to give away that was forgotten. Royden sent me a message that he forgot to give away his raffle, which was an hour session. Everybody remember the Australian guy?
Yeah.
Anybody wants a session? I'm going to write down a number and I'm going to give it away for him, okay?
What number?
Oh, I have a number. How do I?
What is it? One between one and what?
We'll do 1 and 100
Thank
for
you.
a session with Royden.
77.
Okay, I'm going to pick.
I put a 1 every single one.
How do you figure that?
Anybody?
Let me see if this works.
We're all done? Okay, the number I picked was 66. Great. So 66 looks like Colette. Coletta got that. She got 67.
Whoa, close.
Okay.
All right.
Good. All right.
Beautiful. You're a winner today.
Yeah, I
Yes,
know.
I
Twice.
think you got before also, she got.
Yeah. 2 times.
Are we
Thanks.
ready?
Okay, Audrey, go ahead.
This is the most recent one. It's literally 5 feet by 4 feet. It's taller than I am. I don't know how it looks on this. In person, they're very vibrant and quite beautiful. This one is called Lacy Labyrinth. And then I am going to slither by to this one. Can you see this? Did it come? This is Love and Laughter.
Is it possible for you just to take your phone and just show us with your phone, flip it around and just walk around your house?
Sure. You mean just walk around?
Yeah, walk around. Just walk around.
Okay,
Yeah, don't hold it
like
up.
this?
Yeah, just walk, pretend we're walking through your gallery. Exactly. Just slowly go. Mm-hmm.
Can you see?
Yes, we can. You're doing great. Just keep going. Every square inch is taken up by art in this woman's house. Okay, by the way, she's looking for an agent. If anybody knows an art agent, she wants to sell her art. She needs to make some room so she can paint some more. Whoa. Wow. Very colorful, like you.
That one, the mirrors are of mine. I mean, I own them, but I mean, they're not, I didn't paint them. Okay, and then there's these. And then there's one more.
I like how you paint the frames. It looks neat.
Did you like that? Thank you. Oh, I forgot about these. How could I forget about these? I don't know if you could see them because I didn't, the lights are kind of, And these is your clays. That means a print on canvas. I can have prints made on metal. So anyone can afford to buy a painting. The originals are more money. And then there's this one.
That's you.
And then there's me.
You little you.
I just learned today that my first granddaughter is now officially taller than I am. And she will be 12 in a week. So there you have it. Well, folks, I thank you. I thank you, Sheri. Just so we understand, I have a passion for years about having whole, healthy people of all kinds of colors and whatnot. I actually think it's amazing. I love that our species comes with different colorations and complexions and different kinds of hair and taller and shorter. It makes us so interesting. And the combinations we make, I mean, I think it's fabulous. To me, it's easy because every culture through time, from before the Anunnaki, whatever we might have been, hominids, whatever, okay, has brilliance and beauty and genius, and the opposite, okay? And when we get together and all of our different abilities, and we all different, it isn't that every coloration is identical, we're not, okay? I'm not even going to get into that. And when we get together and combine and enhance one another, we are such a phenomenal species. So with that, I thank you, Sheri, because Goddess bless. I thank everybody. Thank you for staying and listening and being with me. And now I'm just so filled with love. Thank you.